Dawn is on her way over for the baby.
You spoke to Stephanie?
I just called her. She's expecting me.
All right, I'm going to go with you.
No, Eric.
Brooke, this is so important. I don't want this jeopardized by any kind of an argument.
It won't be. Not for me. Personally, I think this whole thing is another one of Stephanie's ploys.
But if it's a ploy, I mean, what could she hope to gain from it?
Some women, Eric, spend their whole lives hassling their ex-husbands.
Not Stephanie. I mean, I can't believe she would do that. She has too much to live for.
And yet, what has she done for the past 8 months, other than torment you and me with her delaying tactics?
Maybe she's finally ready to give all that up.
In that case, why would she throw in that stipulation? That she would give you the divorce if we agreed to befriend her.
I don't know. It does sound pretty bizarre, I'll grant you that.
It's typical Stephanie. Always a stipulation, a disclaimer. Sure, she'll give you the divorce if we agree to be her friends, which will take another 6 months.
No. What she said is she will give me the divorce immediately if we agree to her terms.
Can we believe her, Eric? Do we dare believe her? I'm gonna go talk to her. I'll call you later at the office.
Brooke, just be smart. Don't let her bait you into some kind of an argument. If that starts to happen, you walk right out of there, all right?
Good morning.
Good morning. Whoa.
You're late, aren't you?
Where are you going?
Nowhere. And I'm going to ask you again. Aren't you late?
Yes, I am a little late. Mother, you look wonderful.
Well, thank you.
What's the occasion?
Nothing special. I'm just starting over, so I thought I might as well look the part.
I see. So what's on your schedule?
Nothing.
Come on, there has to be something.
Well, I wouldn't mind having the house to myself.
Ah, then we're having somebody over.
Yes?
Anyone I know?
You're very nosy today.
You know, I'm going to find out eventually. You might as well tell me.
Brooke is coming over.
Brooke?
Yes. And for once, I would appreciate it if you were not here when she arrived.
You're up to something, Stephanie. I will never believe you're going to give Eric this divorce. Not after everything you've put him through. But what is it? What is it this time? What could it possibly be?
Mother, why in the world is Brooke coming over here?
Because I've made Brooke and your father an offer, and she would like to discuss it.
What kind of offer?
I'm going to offer him a divorce, but there is a concession.
What concession?
Well, for months. 8 months, I guess it is now, isn't it? I've suffered. I really have. I just have not been able to maintain your father's friendship with me. It seems to me that all we are is unkind and hostile to one another, and I just can't take that anymore. On the other hand, I can't give him up either. So, I'm going to offer him a divorce. With the idea that perhaps we can maintain the friendship. I guess that's the concession. It's pretty pathetic. And sad, isn't it? I'm gonna have to buy the friendship of someone I've lived with and loved for 30 years. I think you should go because Brooke is on her way over, all right?
God, I hate going to see that woman. It's always the same. Always so horrible.
You'll give up marrying Ridge if I don't tell him that your mother seduced my husband.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to finish packing. What's so funny?
You never cease to amaze me.
You never cease to amaze me either, Stephanie.
Well, you know, sooner or later I'm going to talk to Ridge and find out.
Find out what?
What it is you think you're hiding. Oh, what a day this is. What a day. He didn't ask you to marry him. That's why you're here. That's why this attitude. I'm going to be free of you. Oh, don't let me interrupt your packing. Please, don't just stand there. The sooner you're packed and the sooner you're out of this house, the sooner I'm rid of you. Go ahead, pack. Do you know how long I have waited for this? You and your mother made my life a nightmare. But I got rid of her, and I'm getting rid of you. You know, contrary to what you believe, I am really not that possessive of Ridge. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send word out that Ridge is free and available. I'm going to find every beautiful, articulate, intelligent young woman in the state of California, and I'm going to invite them here. I'm going to have dinners and dances and parties, just the way we used to do before you came on the scene. You stole my son just like your mother stole my husband. Only I got the last laugh. There really is justice in the land, isn't there? Leave. I don't ever want to look on your face again.
Why am I doing this? Why am I subjecting myself to this again?
Well, here she comes. And here we go. Hello?
Stephanie, it's Barry.
Barry, I can't talk to you just this moment.
Look, I just wanted to warn you. I talked with our judge in Nevada. I can't stall him, Stephanie. If we don't resolve this within 48 hours, he's going to inform Eric's attorney that he's ruling on the divorce. in his favor.
48 hours? Oh, 48 hours. Well, I need every minute of it. All right, Barry, thanks for calling. Brooke. Stephanie, please come in. Shall I have Maria bring some coffee in?
No, thank you.
What would you like to discuss?
I'll come right to the point. I have a question. Just one. And I'd like it answered. Truthfully. Why are you doing this, Stephanie?
What difference does it make why I'm doing it? The point is I'm doing it. I should think that you'd be pleased and grateful.
I would still like to know what your motivation is.
Oh, Brooke, what if my motivation is purely selfish? What does that matter? What does it really matter? I'm going to enable you to marry Eric. That is what you have wanted for a long time. Or am I wrong?
No, of course you're not wrong.
Well, then let's just stop all the questions. Why don't you just agree to the stipulation? Eric will be granted the divorce immediately. All I ask in return is that you are friendly and civil toward me. It's the only way you're going to get him. I mean, well, I could keep the both of you tied up in limbo, couldn't I? If I chose to. So, from this moment on, are we friends? Or do I stay married to the father of your baby?
I'll check on the dates then.
Anytime after February 1st be fine.
It'll give us a chance to talk about fall. Anything else you want to tell me?
Did you talk to your mother this morning?
Yes.
She tell you about her offer?
Yes, she did.
So, what are your impressions?
She means it.
She's ready to give me a divorce?
If you're willing to meet her halfway.
What does that mean?
Treat her like a human being.
I think she expects a lot more than that.
Not a lot more, Dad.
Friendship is the word she used, I believe.
You two were friends once.
Yeah. We were husband and wife once.
She's let go of that.
Has she, son? Has she really?
Dad, she's offering to dissolve this marriage. What more can she do?
Brooke went over to see her.
Yeah, I know. I think that could be a big mistake.
You want Eric and me to accept you as a friend.
That's the stipulation.
Why is that so important to you?
Why are you being so analytical? Why does it matter if it's important? It's the one concession. It's a small one. Do you accept it? Do you admit me into your life? Do you marry Eric? Or do you just keep the status quo? Which is it?
Of course. That's it. How blind could I be? Stephanie, it's obvious why you're doing this. But let me tell you something. It's not going to work.
You think it was a mistake?
Dad, that woman I was around this morning was ready to cut you loose. But you know what happens when she gets together with Brooke.
Yeah, well, Brooke had some questions that she wanted answered.
That may be true, but that doesn't change the fact that when she and Brooke mix it up, bad things happen.
I didn't want her to go over there without me.
Look, I just hope for your sake that this doesn't affect what Mother's trying to do.
It might, though. I've got to do something. Look, would you excuse me?
Look, we're just going on and on. I'm going to lose my patience.
It's a strategy, isn't it? The final act of a desperate woman. You want to be Eric's friend, not mine. So that if anything should happen to our marriage, you would be there to pick up the pieces.
Well, that's ridiculous. What could possibly happen to a couple as perfect as you and Eric?
And you know something, Stephanie? We are perfect. He's totally dedicated to me and I to him.
Then you have nothing to be worried about, do you?
Do I look worried?
No, you don't. Which is why I can't understand why you wouldn't accept the offer.
You have stepped on me for so long, so many years, and you've delighted in it. You've loved it. It's pleased you to no end. I was just thinking about one of those moments just today on my way over here. And it occurred to me that I haven't walked out of this house feeling anything but miserable, defeated, and destroyed. But you know something, Stephanie? I don't think I'm going to feel that way today. Because finally, I'm the one on top.
Only if I grant Eric the divorce. And the longer this goes on, the less likely I am to do that.
You don't threaten me anymore, Stephanie. Don't divorce him. We'll just go on living together. The court will eventually grant Eric his divorce. Only by that time, he'll despise you a lot more than he does now.
What about your baby? What are you going to do? Your son will be old enough to start asking questions then, won't he? How do you explain it? How do you explain that his parents aren't married? Do you blame it on his father's wife? That's a little sticky, isn't it? I could make your life hell, just like you've made mine hell. I could delay this divorce forever. Why shouldn't I? I'm not going to have him, am I? So why should I make your life any pleasanter? I'm not as cruel as you'd like to think I am, Brooke. I want to end this as much as you do.
As long as you can keep on relating to Eric.
Eric and I have been best friends all of our adult life. Does that threaten you?
No, of course not.
Fine. Then there it is, the final offer. Take it or leave it. Excuse me. Hello?
Stephanie, it's Eric. Would you put Brooke on the line, please?
Of course. Eric would like to speak with you.
Hello?
How's it going over there?
To tell you the truth, I'm not quite sure.
Brooke, I want you to accept Stephanie's offer. Brooke, did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Don't mess with this, honey. Let's give her what she wants. Let's get the divorce and let's get married.
Yes. I want to get married as soon as possible, too. So, naturally, I will accept her offer. Why don't you go ahead and make the arrangements, sweetheart? I'll see you at home tonight.
Then it's settled. Shall I walk you to the door?
I can find it. You know something, Stephanie? As ironic as it may be, I actually feel sorry for you. Because you're going to wait forever. Put your life on hold. And for what? For a man who will never be yours. Eric is mine now. He's never going to tire of me, and I'm never going to tire of him. But then you'll see that firsthand, won't you? Since we're going to be such close friends.